Happy Monday morning. I hope everybody had a great week and an even better weekend. I hope you got some time to yourself this weekend. First, know that last week the discussion post was great. They are graded from week 3. I plan on grading your assignment for week 3 today and tomorrow, so your grades will be updated hopefully no later than tomorrow night. But the back and forth in the discussion posts are awesome. There's a lot of learning going on, a lot of questioning, a lot of back and forth, and which is the whole point. And I would say, I know as far as points go, the discussion posts aren't as high value as the assignments, but there's so much learning that goes on there. So don't minimize those. They really are important for your learning and for the learning of your classmates. So let's jump into week 4. It is week 4. After this week, you're halfway through 580. And so once you hit 580, and then you got another 8 weeks and you are done with your course. So we're getting there. I love this quote. It's from the movie Hitch, which has, I believe, Kevin James and Will Smith in it. Begin each day as if it were on purpose. And that sounds so simple and yet so hard. It's really important for us to kind of, especially in this time, most of you are online or in hybrid of some sort, to really model that for our students and also model that or do that for yourself in this program. We have to have daily purpose, especially right now, because sometimes it's hard to see the end goal. But let's jump into this week. The goals and the areas that we hit this week and really every week for this class are going to be very similar. And it's looking at, the research process, journal articles, what problems may you have when you're researching, how to design research study and writing your proposal. So that's not really going to change for this class, but we'll always touch on it. Nothing out of the text, but there are, reading your research articles for your assignment. So that's going to take a while because I believe for assignment A, you need 8, and then for assignment B, you need 8. And then this is a great little resource for annotated bibliographies. The discussion questions, I'm actually going to bounce over into those in a minute. You have 2 this week. And just wanted to mention the assignment this week and next week. It's 3A and 3B. You do need to turn them in separately, but they're really a combo. This week you need 8 sources, and next week you need 8 sources. So we'll talk about that. But just know that the assignment for this week and next week they go together. So for discussion post 1, you've been pulling literature from the library, learning about your topic and doing the synthesizing and all that kind of good stuff, working to get ready for your paper. What are some themes that you're seeing as you consider the literature you've been analyzing, and then what or how are your research questions answered by the expert? So what have you been seeing? What have the experts been saying? And then provide some insight to your classmates on what has helped you keep track of these themes. So we're really looking for the big themes of what the experts say, and then how are you keeping those straight? So that's question 1. Discussion question 2 is really about peer review. So you're going to submit your chapter 1. You're going to upload it to this discussion board as a Word doc or a PDF. PDFs actually upload. They're the cleanest way to upload. If you want to include a link to the Google Doc, you can as well. But all that information needs to be posted here. State that you've chosen a peer's paper, so you're self-assigning to their paper. And don't choose a peer that already has someone, right? We want to make sure everyone gets some peer review. It's a big part of this process. All papers should have at least 2 reviews, and that's due on Thursday. So you want to provide feedback to your peers on their discussion board, comment with positive feedback, constructive criticism in a text box. You just want to get them peer feedback on their paper. And so that is the second one, and that's a big part of it. I obviously, when I grade those posts, I'll give you some feedback in the comments section, but that's how you're getting your peer feedback as well. So the assignment for this week and really next week, you can see it's 3A and 3B, is this week your 8 sources, next week 8 sources. And so what you're going to do is you're going to start gathering literature on your topic. You're going to be comparing and contrasting the ideas expressed in those in order to use those for your paper. So this is really jumping in both feet, working on your paper. You'll analyze 16, once again, 8 and 8. And it's going to be, obviously you're completing your literature review in the next course, but this is the start of it. And so as far as rubrics go for such a big project, it's a pretty simple rubric. APA, describing the main ideas and methodology, comparing to other sources, explaining why each source is useful for you, identifying observations or conclusions about the author, and making sure you hit 8. So the first one and the last one should be easy, right? APA and making sure you hit 8. It's those middle ones you want to focus on. And this link does give some help if you need help with the annotated bibliography. 2 things I'm always going to say is utilize Grammarly, right? It's a great resource. And then also if you have trouble with a specific source in APA, literally, you could Google website with no author or date, APA reference. And it's going to take you right to that. It's so much easier than searching any other way. But this is a nice little primer. It's not long. It gives you a couple examples. So if you're struggling with APA or need help with that, please reach out. But that is week 4. We're really starting to hit the rubber on the road here for your project. So as always, text, email, you can call if you have any questions. And have a great week.